Hello everyone and welcome to part 10 of Wee Man Plays WWE Smackdown. Shut your mouth. We're on to our second week of June and the third week will be in this part as well. We just saw me qualify for the King of the Ring, beating Christian to get into that position. And holy shit, I have a match against Brock Lesnar. I am so screwed. Yeah, I'm dead. There's no way I can win that. Anyway, I apologize for the possibly choppy editing in this part. I thought I did a decent job, but I can't quite remember right now. I probably would have been best if I double-checked things beforehand, but you know, I'm getting better for it at least. You guys can probably notice that. But before the night goes, first I get approached by Jim Ross. And this is just to determine my opponent. I have no idea what any of it means, so I just pick one. I think I pick second from the left. Maybe it's third. Nope, second from the left. And that's really it. You can't really see who you're going to be facing. Vince will explain the rules. It's a standard tournament. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to say about this. But yes, it's 4 from Raw and 4 from SmackDown. So for the next 2 weeks, in week 3 and week 4, we will do the first round, the semifinals, and then the finals at the end. So we have Bradshaw versus Mark Henry on Raw, as well as Al Snow versus Billy on Raw. Then on SmackDown, we have Hardcore Holly versus William Regal, and I guess I must be in the last one, me versus Lance Storm, a fellow Calgarian. But before we get into that, I have a tag team match. The new guy teaming with Hardcore Holly. There's all kinds of bad things to say about that. But thankfully I don't have to face Brock Lesnar. But before that, I found Tori Wilson again backstage. And by backstage, I mean out in the middle of the street. What a tease. Let's just get on with our match. So we've seen myself and William Regal. Hardcore Holly, not so much, and Lance Storm, not so much.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, Canadian superstar.
Kind of an eerie silence. Jeez. But yeah, that's my new pants, my new white pants. I'm still finding my outfit, I think. Haven't quite decided what I like.
And the partner, Hardcore Holly.
Anyway, Hardcore Holly, don't really have a lot to say about him at this point in time. This was before he broke his neck. I really don't have much to comment about on him. Not from this point in time, anyway. I'm a bit more familiar with him from, like, say, 2005 to 2009. Lance Storm I'm quite a bit more familiar with, though, because he is from Calgary.
And the opponent,
And a very good technical wrestler, but not a lot of personality in there. Not a lot at all. In fact, he makes watching paint dry look exciting. He's really quite boring, and you know, that was kind of the thing for a while. He got called out on being boring. But that happens sometimes. Sometimes you need a technical wrestler who really knows what they're doing, like Bret Hart or Daniel Bryan, to make things very exciting.
And the partner, William Regal.
Anyway, a little bit of trivia here. I believe William Regal was part of the Un-Americans with Lance Storm, Christian, and Test at one point. I don't think it was for very long, but I do believe he was part of that stable. So I guess it's kind of fitting that these guys are teaming together. I'm fighting a lot of champions, I've noticed. Specifically the tag team champions and the European champion. I mean, Christian, Lance Storm, William Regal. But anyway, let's see how this tag team match goes. Oh, I'm already starting off strong with the sharpshooter. But anyway, Lance Storm, like I said, he's from Calgary. I'm pretty sure he's a retired professional wrestler now, but he does have his own school here in the city. I've never seen it. I've never actually seen him around town either, but, you know, it's cool, and there are some people who've been trained by him that are appearing in the WWE right now. I mean, for sure I know, if you've been watching recently, the NXT diva Emma, who has just come up to the main roster, was trained by Lance Storm. Anyway, Hardcore Holly. I liked him. He was a big, tough, stiff guy. And people say he was a bully. I've kind of gone into this before in my Wee Man's Winter of Wrestling video. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ow. Get out of here, Regal. Oh, this is really good, actually. Regal picked up his partner, and I tried to do the double team, but Lance ended up reversing it. Something actually really neat in there. If you're playing as The Undertaker or Kane for sure, and maybe the Big Show as well, if you reverse a double team, you'll do a double choke slam instead of that double clothesline. It's actually a really cool little attention to detail. And there is a lot of that in this game. I mean, you can't access it and give it to other wrestlers, but it is there. Like, take Chris Jericho, for example. If he has 2 titles, he will come out with his own dual title entrance. Or, if you're in a 6-man tag team match and you go to your corner and press a certain direction in the grapple button, you will do a 3-man attack. 2 people will do a double suplex, they'll get the guy in the air, and the third guy will go onto the top rope, jump over and hit a crossbody on the guy in midair. It's a really neat touch to detail. I don't know if it's in any of the games after this one. It might be in Here Comes the Pain. I haven't done it in a long time, but I know for sure that it is in Shut Your Mouth. Anyway, Hardcore Holly, last I remember him, he was teaming up with Cody Rhodes. They were tag team champions before Rhodes betrayed him and teamed up with Ted DiBiase Jr. And from there, Hardcore Holly left WWE, and I guess he's still an independent wrestler. I'm not too sure about that. Okay, my partner's getting double teamed in there, ref. Do something about it. Thank you. But I'd say one of my favorite memories about Hardcore Holly was his match with Rob Van Dam on the new ECW. Gotta get Regal before he gets the pin, but yeah, that match was a great match, and it was like, in the new ECW, you had all the old fans of the show who really weren't a big fan of all these new guys coming in, and by new I mean like WWE wrestlers instead of the ECW originals. But Hardcore Holly really won over the fans with that hardcore match. It was amazing. Especially with how he had this really nasty cut along his back from a botched table spot, and no one was at fault. It was just the table kind of broke at a bad angle. Cut him really bad across his back. He probably would have needed stitches for it, and jeez. A lot of new respect for Hardcore Holly from there. Anyway, I'm done talking some smack with Lance Storm. I have won my match. Although technically Hardcore Holly got the pin. I don't even think William Regal actually legally got into the match there. But we have the quarterfinals. And I didn't mention this before, but if you choose the little Raw section there, you can see the matches that happened on Raw earlier in the week. So in this case, Mark Henry and Al Snow won their King of the Ring matches, so they'll be in the semifinals. And assuming I win up to the finals, I will be facing one of them. My guess is Mark Henry. I mean, at this point in time, Al Snow is more enhancement talent than anything. Anyway, backstage, I found another woman out in the streets. I found Stacy Keibler. Of course, I had to talk to her. I mean, she was my manager for a while. And I got the exact same thing that Tori Wilson said. The exact same thing. So you know some of it's just stock. It's not specific to certain people. So let's just get on with the quarterfinal matchup here. Let's take out Lance Storm. Did I edit this entrance out? I can't quite remember if I did or not. I know I edited out the entrance for... Okay, spoilers, me and William Regal win, and I know I edited out the entrance for that match. Yeah, here I come. I've talked about Lance Storm, talked about me. So let's talk about what's going on in the WWE. I didn't intend for that to rhyme. Just a coincidence. So as I said, Elimination Chamber is coming up. We got the card's actually got a lot of matches on it now that I think about it. It's got at least like 7 matches. It's let's see, we got of course we have the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE World Heavyweight title. Randy Orton is going in as the champ, and he's got to take on John Cena, Sheamus, Daniel Bryan, Christian, and Cesaro. I have a feeling that Orton is going to come out the winner of that match, though. Now, honestly, the only other guys who seem likely at all, John Cena and Daniel Bryan. It's not going to be Christian, that's for sure, and as much as I like Sheamus, he is my favorite wrestler in the WWE today. It's not going to be him. It won't be Cesaro, but I have a feeling that Cesaro is going to make some kind of impact in the match. I could see him eliminate, like I said in an earlier part, I could see him eliminating one guy for sure, and maybe getting into some big spots or something. Other big matches we have on the card, not a lot actually. I mean, Batista's back and he has a match with Alberto Del Rio, but I couldn't care any less about that. I was never a big Batista fan. Like I never hated him, but he was more just always there for me. As far as his return goes, if it was a surprise or if he was announced 3 months in advance, I just couldn't care less. He's there, that's it. Alberto Del Rio, on the other hand, I think is the worst guy on the roster today. He is boring. Because he plays a heel character, he can't show how good of a wrestler he is. It's always kick, 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 and just lots of kicks, and that's all he does. Nope, I was wrong. It's all kicks and stomps. That's all he does. It's really boring to watch. He can't talk on the microphone, and he's just as big a baby as CM Punk is sometimes. Oh, and let's not forget that how dangerous and reckless he is in the ring, injuring people left and right. Hey, I have an email. Okay, let's get back on topic here. Alberto Del Rio sucks. I don't hate a lot of guys in the WWE right now, but I hate him. I honestly think he is the worst thing going in the company right now. And if he decides to quit, well, don't let the door hit you on the way up. Actually, let's talk about some other guys I hate. Since there's only like 5 of them. Aside from Del Rio, the other 2 guys off the top of my head that I really don't like are David Otunga, which hasn't been too big of a deal since I don't even know if he's doing anything right now. I don't even know if he's been on Superstars. He only ever appears when they have something to do with the legal system because he's a lawyer. The other guy I really don't like is Eric Rowan of the Wyatt family. Now, the Wyatt family is a cool gimmick, and though I think Bray Wyatt is still sloppy Husky Harris as a wrestler, he really nails the gimmick. He really lives and plays that gimmick. It's fun to watch just because of that. I like him as more of a manager type role, though. And Luke Harper is just amazing. He is a great big man. And hey, look at that. I went with the sharpshooter. Wasn't expecting that. But Eric Rowan, my God, he's so bad at everything. He's so sloppy. And I mean, I'm not someone who hates big guys just because I'm the informed fan. I mean, my favorite wrestler is Sheamus, and Ryback's right up there too, but Rowan is just bad. It's painful to watch him sometimes. Anyway, I have beaten Lance Storm. I am now on my way to the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. And as I said, I will be facing William Regal, not Hardcore Holly. But this part should be coming to an end pretty soon here. Oh, I got the boss coming to talk to me. I don't think this actually means anything, but let's see what he has to say. Yes, indeed, it was a great match. I mean, I made Lance Storm submit with sharpshooters, a sign of things to come. We'll see you next part.